Hello and welcome to Writing America, Pages and People. If you're here to learn about an American author and some of their works, then you're in the right place. My name is Rachel Rigolino and I'm an instructor in the English department at the State University of New York at New Paltz. So come on, we'll watch this video and leave some comments below. Novelist, poet, short story writer, biographer, essayist, and literary critic, Jessie Redmon Fauset played a significant role during the Harlem Renaissance. Despite being in her early 40s during the height of the Renaissance, she fulfilled both the role of an accomplished creator of her own body of work, but also, very importantly, as a mentor to younger writers. Fauset diverged from the typical Renaissance characteristics, as she was probably a decade or more older than many of the other writers. In addition, she was known for being reserved in her demeanor, and she was not really into leading a bohemian lifestyle. Born the seventh child of Annie Seaman Fauset and Redmond Fauset, a minister in the African Methodist Episcopal Church, Jessie Redmon Fauset really identified with Philadelphia. She came from a family with a definitely middle class and very cultured background. In fact, her family was often categorized as one of the most established Philadelphia families of their time. In 1900, Fauset graduated with honors from the esteemed Philadelphia High School for Girls. Likely, she was the only black student enrolled at the time. And then afterwards, she received a scholarship to Cornell University, where she became the first black woman to attend. Fauset graduated with Phi Beta Kappa honors from Cornell, majoring in classical languages, and later earned an MA in French from the University of Pennsylvania, another Ivy League school. In 1912, Jessie Fauset joined The Crisis, the journal of the NAACP. It had just begun publication 16 months before. Now, while not a radical figure, Fauset played a vital role in raising black consciousness as literary editor for The Crisis. She tackled unpopular subjects in her fiction and challenged the publishing industry's prevailing assumptions of that time. Fauset published the works of such writers as Langston Hughes, Countee Cullen, Claude McKay, and Jean Toomer. In his memoir, The Big C, Langston Hughes writes, quote, Jessie Fauset at The Crisis, Charles Johnson at Opportunity, and Alain Locke in Washington were the three people who midwives the so-called new Negro literature into being. Kind and critical, but not too critical for the young, they nursed us all along until our books were born. In addition to her role as a mentor and a host of social gatherings, Jessie Fauset's accomplishments extended far beyond. She demonstrated her commitment to instilling pride in black children's heritage and fostering their creativity by co-founding and editing a monthly children's magazine called the Brownies Book. This magazine featured historical biographies of notable black figures like Denmark Vesey and Sojourner Truth, as well as articles on Africa, current events, games, riddles, and music. Furthermore, Jessie Redmon Fauset made significant contributions to literature by publishing her own poetry, short stories, and 4 novels, the highest number by any writer during the Harlem Renaissance. According to the Academy of American Poets, Fauset left The Crisis in 1926 to teach French at a high school in the Bronx. She later married Herbert Harris, a businessman, in 1929, and they lived together in New Jersey until his death in 1958. At that point, Fauset then returned to Philadelphia, where she lived until her death in April of 1961. Again, she has gone on to be celebrated as being one of the most influential writers of the Harlem Renaissance period.